The quiet kid's voice. You thought the quiet kid had nothing to say. He was always in the back, always looking down, never raised his hand, never made a sound. You walked past him every single day. Same hallway, same lockers, same silence. You never wondered why he was quiet. You just accepted it, like wallpaper, there but never noticed, until one moment changed everything. But before we get there, let's talk about you for a second. You walk into class. It's Tuesday. Feels like every other day. You slide into your seat. You joke with your friends. Scroll through your phone. You barely look around. You don't notice him. The kid in the back row. Hoodie up, head down. You've seen him before, maybe every day, but you don't even know his name. And that's not just you. Nobody does. He eats lunch alone, walks alone, leaves school alone. And you all think if he wanted friends, he'd talk. If he wanted to be seen, he'd show up more. But here's something you didn't know. Some people don't talk, not because they have nothing to say, but because nobody ever listened. Then it happens. The teacher asks a question. It's tough. Even the smart kids are silent. The room goes still. And that's when a voice rises. Soft, calm, clear, from the back row. Him. At first, you almost miss it. Then his words hit. And it's like time slows. He doesn't just answer the question, he explains it in a way no one else could. The class turns around, one by one. Even the teacher pauses. You watch him, that kid you never noticed. And suddenly, he's the most noticeable person in the room. Not because he yelled, not because he tried, but because truth doesn't need volume, it just needs a voice. And now, everything feels different. You realize something. He's been listening this whole time. To everything. Every lesson. Every whisper. Every joke. He's been right there. Absorbing. Understanding. Watching. He wasn't invisible. You were just blind. And that hits you hard. Because now, you're not just thinking about him. You're thinking about all the others. The ones you walk past. The ones who sit alone. The ones who never spoke up. Not because they couldn't, but because they didn't feel safe enough to. And suddenly, silence isn't so empty anymore. It's full of things you never try to hear. That day he said one thing, but said everything. And you changed that day. You started to look around differently. You sat with someone new at lunch. You nodded at the kid in the hall who always walked alone. You smiled at the ones who never smile back. Not because you expected anything, but because now you understood that every person has a story. Some just haven't found a safe place to tell it, or a person willing to listen.